Friends, subscribers, and no strangers. What's up? Bearded Picker here. So this video is not something that I thought I'd have to make a video on, but I can't be the only one dealing with this. So let's talk about burnout. Alright, for the last probably 6 or 8 weeks, I have been struggling with burnout. And, you know, this year has been crazy. 2020, insert jokes here. Everybody has their issues. I've worked a ton. You know, the first part of the year, all through the middle part, I've not taken any time off. I was really looking forward to spending a couple weeks of summer in Vegas. Yeah, that got added. So that didn't happen. So I've just worked through. And yeah, it's been almost a year since I've taken any significant time off. And it's shown a lot in my performance, and I've tried to fight through it and struggle with it. So hey, let's just talk about it. I mentioned a little bit of it yesterday in the morning show. But the morning show went off the rails political, so I deleted it. You know, people looking for help with reselling, that's probably not the best example of helping. So I was not happy with the morning show. So Tuesday's morning show got canned by me. Anyway, okay, so here we go. So I've got some notes behind me, so if you see me looking off to the side, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts and really help explain what I'm going through, how I've dealt with it, and you know how I'm gonna prevent it moving forward. So those are the 3 areas that I'm looking at. So what are some of the symptoms that I've had? I've been tired, even when I've gotten plenty of rest. Just tired, and just a general lack of motivation. Knowing there's work to be done, and just really not doing it because, you know, you don't feel like it. It feels almost, I don't know that I've ever been depressed, but you know, it has a lot of the same symptoms that you read. You know, I'd still come up with some great ideas in my mind of videos to make. You're very quick to shoot yourself down whenever you're burnout. So, you know, I guess you guys have noticed I haven't worn the camera a lot in yard sales this year. You know, especially the last 8 weeks. You know, you're very quick to, you know, something that you know you should do, and you go, just screw it. I don't want to deal with it. That's the cop-out, that mechanism that I've used. You're very easily distracted. It could be anything. A TV show. Oh my God, social media is the absolute worst. If you're suffering from burnout, social media, and I haven't been watching reselling videos. It's just everything else. And you can get easily sucked down rabbit holes. You look around and time is just gone. So you go through the motions. You know, I've listed some on eBay, which has helped. You know, I had a lot of stuff in Amazon, which is, so financially it's not hurt really much at all. But as you've listed things and you coast out of them, now's the time where it starts showing up. You go, well, dang, my Amazon sales are in the tank. I'm not selling but 2 or 3 items a day on eBay when I was selling 8 to 10. It's because you're coasting down on the work you've already done. And so how have I overcome this? How am I still fighting through this? Because I don't think I'm at the point where I'm out of it yet. But I think the number one thing you can do, you have to acknowledge that you're in burnout. Acknowledge that it happens, especially in the business that I'm in, and most of you guys who watch this are in. You know, you're reselling. A lot of us are the only one. You know, I'm blessed to have a lovely wife who's inside, who does have some health issues, and we'll find out today how bad her neck is. So if you don't mind keeping Johnny in your prayers, she looks like she might be facing another back surgery. But she has no interest in reselling whatsoever. She loves to see what I sell. She loves the excitement I have when I find stuff. She's very supportive, and she's thrilled over the moon that I get to do what I want to do for the last third I don't know, of our lives. So you realize we've been together like 32 years. So acknowledge, and in this business, acknowledge to yourself. You've got to understand that there's so much opportunity around you, that whether you're shipping, whether you're listing, you're doing so much and sourcing. If you're like me, I don't have hobbies. My hobby is finding stuff. So, well, except Alabama football, Roll Tide, right? So, the second thing you've got to do, you've got to forgive yourself. You've got to understand that it happens to everybody, no matter what business you're in, and it's nothing that you've done intentionally. Forgive yourself. And I think that's an important part of being able to move on, because if you don't let go of the negativity in this, it doesn't go away. So number 3, I've got, you understand what you're dealing with. So now that I've acknowledged it, now that I have, given myself a break, I need to understand. And so as I make plans and plan things out, I need to realize that because I've made a great plan, still suffering through some burnout and kind of stuff. Like today's a great example. I wanted to be out and be at work by 8. It's 5 minutes to 10. So my timing is off. I'm out here and I'm working, and I've actually been working to set the video up and make notes and stuff. Now, I've been working. I was about an hour and 10 minutes late. So, but tell a friend. That's number 4 of what I've got. Is I get a phone call, I don't know, about an hour ago from Dan. He's like, "Let's just call you to see if you actually were going to be out there working at 8 like you said you were, so that you can get going." That is a good friend. I'm blessed to have a couple of them here in town, Harlan and Dusty. Harlan is a very good one. If I tell him that tell him something, he is very encouraging, and he will ask me about it. That's why I need somebody to ask me about it. I don't need this all the time, but in a time when you're struggling. Dusty and I have a lot of the same beliefs as well, and he's someone I can confide in and talk to. You truly need to tell someone. Haven't really told Joni as much, because I don't like burning her with problems out here. She'll see this in this video, of course, but she has a lot of issues to deal with her health, so I don't want to add my baggage onto what she already deals with. So have some friends. They don't have to be local. Dan lives 15 hours away, but somebody that cares enough to make a phone call. So that tell a friend. And my last point was get some temporary accountability. Those two things kind of go together. So what do you do now? So I've suffered through some burnout. I have gone through the steps that I have laid out. Now what? You got to move forward and make plans and make things so that you come out of it, but then you don't go back into it. You need to plan some time off. Time off. We as Americans work way too much. If you look at the rest of the world, we put in a lot more hours and a lot more everything than the rest of the world. So you've really got to build some time off and understand that it's for your own mental health. Having trouble speaking today. So along with taking time off, you need to build some downtime. You need to get some hobbies, get some interest, get something outside of Okay, so I will tell you the best thing that ever happened to me was going reselling full time, because I absolutely love reselling. It is a passion of mine. I could do it and over, and I plan on doing it for a long time. I've done it for years and years before now. It's just not been my main source of income. But when you roll all that together, it becomes your hobbies. It becomes a lot of interest. You can allow it to overwhelm you, and you need to do things to prevent it from overwhelming you. The one thing that I never really understood at work, I ran fast food restaurants. For those who don't know, I did that for about 25 years. Is they would never pay your vacation out. You had to take your vacation. And I always thought, they're just being cheapskates. They don't want to double pay you for a week. That job is hard. You deal with a lot, 55 hours a week. You need to take your vacation. You need to take the time down. So, hobbies, interests, taking time off. And I'm going to go a step farther. So, after the fourth quarter, I'm going to reorganize my business. Am I quitting all this stuff? Absolutely not. But the one thing I'm working through now is to work out of this stuff, because I can tell you that having a lot of inventory. Okay, so the dark secret. So I'm working through all that right now. These boxes have come from the storage building. They're being processed. Everything on the table is going into Amazon. Those are everything that's been listed, but I don't have any room for it. So I'm trying not to source the rest of the year. Within reason, I'll buy a few things here or there. You know, Black Friday that week, I'll buy some things. You know, maybe personal, maybe stuff to hold over. Because the stuff that I've gotten right now that I'm dealing with, that I bought the first quarter, has matured into this wonderful prophecy. I'm gonna make up a word there. So I'm really trying to get rid of a lot of this stuff. I'm using the local auction. I've got eBay going again. I'm sending in stuff every single day until I empty the building. So why are you emptying the building? Are you getting rid of the storage building? Absolutely not. I'm gonna take the eBay stuff here and put over there, so that I can breathe in here and I can process Amazon in here, and then just take the phone over there and go, I need something out of bin, whatever, and pick stuff, because my storage building is 1.5 miles. It's right down the street. Every time I leave the house, I have to drive by it. So it is extraordinarily convenient. And my 10 by 15 unit, it's expensive. Okay, it's $60 a month. You know, so it's very economical to have that kind of space. You know, it's 12 months, it's what, $720 a year. That is not a great expense. So I just wanted to make this video to let you know that for those of you who are suffering the same thing I have after a long year and a difficult year, you know, it's, you know, difficult with work, and then you're bombarded with everything that's going on with 2020. Everything's gonna be all right. You know, go through some of the steps I've outlined. You need to make your own outline and figure out how to deal with this. But I can tell you the important parts are, you know, recognizing it. Forgive yourself. I think that's one of the biggest things. Is it happens to everyone. It's really not anything that you've done to yourself. You've not failed yourself. You've not failed your business. This is just part of dealing with being an entrepreneur, being a you know, you want to own your own business. It's not always easy. And then get some accountability, and then most important of all, make some plans so that you don't go through it again, or you lessen the signs. The one thing I can tell you, with struggling with it now, I'm going to build some things in so that I'll recognize it faster, and will, if I'm feeling this kind of way, you know, I'm going to build in some breaks and go, you know what, we need to do something. You know, the wife, you know, the son, just to do something. You know, dad, father, husband needs a break. Hey, let's plan some time to go here. You know, Joni's a wonderful planner. You know, hey, Joni, I'm gonna need some time off here. Plan us a vacation. I don't care where we go. Let's do something. Not only will that help me recharge and all that kind of stuff, it's amazing what it can do for your family life whenever you're in tip-top shape in all phases of your life. All right, this is not the typical video. I hope this has helped. Trying to be very honest and just tell you what I've been going through, so that it can help others see that you're not the only one. All right, thumbs up. I appreciate it. Maybe this can get out in the YouTube algorithm, so that it can, you know, other people are dealing with this. Maybe they can get some benefit out of it. Roll Tide. Mississippi State, you're next. Better pick her out.